Let's talk about what happened down in Springfield over the weekend. The Senate voted to override Governor Rauner's amendatory veto of the school funding bill. Now it goes to the House. And on Governor's Day at the State Fair, and I'm sure this was just a coincidence, the Speaker of the House, Mike Madigan, has called for a vote. That'll be on Wednesday. With that in mind, let's talk to Senator Tom Rooney. He's a Republican out of Rolling Meadows, who is not happy, I'm sure, with what happened in our House of Lords in Springfield. Our first question to Senator Tom Rooney, who, by the way, Ray, represents Rolling Meadows, but teaches high school. He's a high school teacher, so has some skin in the game on both sides of this issue. He joins us now. Senator, do you think that the Republicans can hold the line in the House this time around as opposed to what happened in regards to the budget just a short time ago?
Yes, sir, I do. We'll have to wait to find out for sure on Wednesday, but a number of my colleagues on the House side who did go over on the last vote have said they're holding firm on this one. They don't see it as in the same ballpark, and so I expect our team is going to stand firm. Yes, sir.
If Mayor Rauner gets a win on this pretty much gives him a little bit of dealing power, doesn't it?
Oh, I believe so, and it's not even really so much the governor himself, but the entire set of negotiators who've been at this thing for 18 months. It empowers them to go back to the table as well.
Will you have enough time to iron things out before the schools need their cash?
Oh, Lord, absolutely not, and they don't have anywhere near the sense of urgency to get that done. They're all operating on the assumption that the money that the controller can release now after the budget passed can tide schools over for maybe 6 or 8 weeks. And these people seem to be just like my students. If they know they have 6 more weeks, they're not really going to start working in earnest for 5 weeks.
Senator Tom Rooney is here. He's a Republican out of Rolling Meadows, state senator. So give us a sense of what kind of, if the Republicans hold, and you seem pretty confident, we'll talk to the Lieutenant Governor about this a little bit later on in the program. If they hold and Mike Madigan cannot overrule that amendatory veto, and that stands, will the Democrats, and we talked to Senator Menard, your colleague, a Democrat, on Friday, will the governor have some leverage to talk school vouchers?
Oh, yes, the school voucher program that's being discussed is very much a part of what everybody's talking about. They're specifically in terms of numbers, like could it be 50 cents on the dollar, 75 cents on the dollar, 100 cents on the dollar? Could it be 50 million, 75 million? When they're talking specifics like that, it actually means they're serious. And so, yes, I think there's a real serious shot that this can be a part of the final package.
You know, you're a teacher. Have you seen, the school system in the state of Illinois has been in disrepair for a little while. Have you seen any of this trickle down into your classroom?
Quite frankly, no. And thankfully so. Most of this nonsense and wrangling doesn't usually trickle into the classroom. As a teacher, the bulk of this whole thing, the formula itself that everybody agrees on, this 90% that they keep talking about that everybody agrees on, is going to be good for schools. So let's just get it done, and let's quit all this nibbling around the edges with these other issues like Chicago and all the rest. We can come together and make a deal on this if they'll just come back to the table.
Senator Tom Rooney, Republican, do you think Chicago, considering the problems of our Chicago public schools here, do you think they deserve special consideration, or should the formula be the same for all 855 districts statewide?
Well, because the formula gives special consideration to the neediest students, all districts should be treated equally. I know that's a little bit of a in-the-weeds answer, but that's our position. Every school district should be treated equally because that allows every student to be treated equitably. And they use those words as not interchangeable because it really isn't. We have a system set up to target the neediest students in Illinois, no matter where they live. And all we're saying is nobody should be special.
We appreciate your time, Senator. And just for the record, what high school do you teach at?
I teach at West Leiden High School in Northlake.
So we appreciate your efforts in Springfield. And, of course, good luck with the classroom this fall. What's your specialty? What's your subject?
Oh, my big thing that anybody can tell you is economics. I beat the economics drum so often it annoys people sometimes.
All right. Economists famously can't decide on what entrees to order at dinner, but okay. Thank you, Senator. Good luck.
Thanks for the time, gentlemen. I really appreciate it.
We'll send out a couple Big John and Ray pictures for the classroom.